Hello friends. So today I will talk about more on the GraphQL. So in the last video I talked about like how you can create a server, and today I will talk about like how you can integrate that in front end part. So if you see here, uh, I have created a sample project so that you will get more understanding. And so now let's see the code, like how you can develop and implement those GraphQL APIs in your project. So, so just recap that what this GraphQL is, then we will move forward. So what this GraphQL is, what are the features of this GraphQL, and how we can use it in our why it is beneficial to us, and what things are involved in this GraphQL, and why we need this Apollo server, and what are the features of this server, and how you can set up that server. So in the last video I created a server. So if you remember, I just showed you the server. So in this, we will creating our own endpoint. With that, we can use that. Like for it, we have used this queries. So now, how you can implement that in your project? So let me show you that. So here I just added a quick step so that you will get to know how we can implement that in our project. So if you see here, like what packages we need to implement that in front end. So we need Apollo Angular, Apollo Client, GraphQL. So these packages we need to implement this thing. And so how we can start, like firstly we will configure that here. Let me just. So if you see here how we can implement that thing, so we have this endpoint, and with this endpoint we can achieve that thing. So this is an endpoint, and what we are going to query here, this is already still deployed server, and we can query these data from this endpoint. So if you see here, it is returning that specific records. So with this we can develop with the backend Node.js you can use, and how you can utilize that in the front end. So means you just need to define that URL, and then what you need to do, you need to create a link, and then you just need to pass it to the factory. So here are simple steps, like you need to create this client either in module or service. Here I have used GraphQL module, and then what you need to do, you need to write the query that we need to pass. So here, if you see here, what I have done, I have written a query that is listed here, and then after that, what you need to do, we need to watch that query. So to watch the query, what you need to do is here we are there is a utility for it. Watch query. So if you see here, we just added a function. We just did a method in which what it is we are passing our query, and it is returning the data after that. So this is Apollo client that we are using Apollo, and this watch query. This is a utility of this Apollo, and here means we are passing the query and it is returning data, and we can utilize that data wherever we want. So if you see here, like we are subscribing that data, so it is returning that query data. Similarly, like that, we can update like with the mutations. We can update all those values. So just try it out and let me know if you have any questions. And yeah, you can subscribe in component. Like this is a few steps that we are going to follow. And so here I mentioned also is that so queries, mutations, cascade. So you can do. So just go through the projects and you will get to know more about this, so that you will get deep understanding of it. Yeah, thanks guys for watching. Just let me know if you have any doubt. Just comment it here so that I can help you out.